Going on, you filthy mother. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead. We got the afternoon stream here. Just gonna go ahead and see what the market's looking like, right? And the market was a big old ranging trap. I told you it was Theta Thursday. Now let me go ahead and get a link to the stream. Let's go ahead, drop these links wherever I need to drop them, right? And let's get into the Discord. Drop an announcement. So that everybody could know. All right, so got announcements here. At everyone, let's go. All right, so we're gonna go over just the market, go over chart plays, technically only. Right, I really don't care about market noise. I just care about chart, and I play the chart and I trade the chart. All right. And you would be wise to simplify your life as well and do exactly that. Just play the chart and simplify the chart for yourself, right? We're traders, we're day traders. Nose doesn't really affect us, right? We play the momentum. So we could identify momentum up, we can identify momentum down, and we just play those trends. We're retail. We constitute only about 10% of the money in the market. So you ain't moving shit. I don't care what your Reddit DD tells you. You're not moving a fucking thing. All right. Reddit DD is just, some guy who's bored, who wants some street cred and some kudos, like just speaking facts here. Okay. You want to make real money? You make real money. You play these trends here. Miguel, what's up? We got 94 people in the live stream right now. This is a public live stream, right? Welcome all, right? This is the 1348 Discord live stream. Now, I'm doing this publicly so that the public can get an idea of what we do, how we do, and basically familiarize yourself with the trends in the chart and the charts that we have that support the members of our Discord to help them make confident plays. Oh, yeah, on my break, I went and got a haircut. What's up, copacetic? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the plays. Hopefully, not bombarded with, you know, well, uh, I just had to decline a marriage proposal. Like, I ain't having all that. Anyways, uh, no, it's just guys. It's just me. I'm not wearing a hat. Like it's just this is me in public. So I wear a hat so you can't figure me out in public, right? So I go out in public. Actually, fun story. When I went and I bought my Cadillac Escalade, the uh, the store manager is actually an AMC ape. Uh, DM Ohio. That's actually funny. Fuck you. But yeah, actually, store manager at the dealership in Napleton. Uh, he's actually an AMC ape. So I wore my hat. I was wearing my hat, right? Um, I got into the car accident at 5 in the morning. I go ahead and go to the dealership later that afternoon. I'm like, hey, I want this truck. Store manager comes up, like, Gabe? Oh shit, Gabe? Let me tell you, I spent more time in the finance department with them, like picking my brain than I actually did fucking fill out the forms. It was just really wild. But that was actually cool. I explained my story to them. They were like, "What the fuck?" But he recognized me. Hopefully that's how I got the good deal on the truck because we were able to take 16,000 off sticker. So instead of 149, I paid 127 for it. Um, he gave me a discount. Yeah, I paid 127 instead of 149. Diamond Dog, good to see you here. I didn't see you here this morning, so hope you were busy printing. Um, oh, you guys got jokes. You guys got, you guys got, cow jokes. Yeah, I love a discount. It really sucks, right? Because it was an Aston Martin, right? Um, and not to say that I got a new fear unlocked, right? It's unnecessary fear unlocked, but I'm like, well, shit. Even if I want to go ahead and buy another Aston Martin for the way that car was specced out, the red trim, 22-inch rims, et cetera, can't find them. I mean, I find a bunch of base models, base Aston Martin Vantages, and I mean they're about 139, but I'm not going to pay 139 for a fucking base model. Okay, it just no, not happening. So, um, can we go over Spy? Let me see. Something I missed, or just shitty luck? Okay, so Mika Otis says, "Can we go over Spy at 115?" Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up the Spy. Right, you said 115. So here we are. Right, you got that put there, and I think what you missed here, honestly, on this put signal was the RSI crossing. Right, it was the RSI crossing, guys. I kid you not. Like the engine buckled. The like literally buckled the firewall, and the transmission went through the cabin. Like that could have been my asshole. Because, could have been ugly. So thank God I'm still alive and dealing with you degenerates. Uh, yeah. I'm a limited edition, Kim. I'm definitely a limited edition, right? So hopefully you can't buy another me. But just happy to be here. Okay. Oh, the airbag just went all up in my chest, guys. I gotta, like, yeah. I look like Amber Heard beat the shit out of me. That's what I look like. Um, so going back to Mocha, right? That 115, that put here. RSI was just way too thin here, right? It really did. Even if you see that put signal, if you see that the RSI was peaking up and crossing, that should tell you that there was relative weakness in the signal. Not everything's perfect. That's why we go ahead and we assess, our play, and we build our thesis with multiple indicators. Okay, we build it with multiple indicators. Just because the MACD is red or pink on a histogram, if you pay careful attention, even though it was coming down, it started flatlining. And then you could see that the price literally was just riding flat. And I told you guys today it was going to be a flat day. That should have been your warning. Being able to identify a flat market would keep you from making those unnecessary trades. Mary, how you doing? Miguel, Miguel used to drive close to a wheel, but that changed after an accident 15 years ago. Yeah, I try to keep my distance. Uh, Nacho Libre, thanks for that. Gabe, you're awesome. Can't wait to become profitable. You guys will become profitable. I think profitability, because comes, with the mindset. Like, guys, listen, right? I want you guys, and there's 172 people on the stream, right? And I will reiterate this, okay? Each and every day, it's a new day and it's a new market, right? The news you read, all that crap. How many times we went into earnings and earnings killed, but the stock still went down, right? That tells you, right, that no matter how crafty the DD is, or how crafty the logic is, or how profitable a company is, right? Companies are at the demise of traders and money. And you guys, your job is not to sit there and speculate. Like you could actually make a fucking dent in the market, because you can't. You can't make a dent in the market. All you can do is go ahead and find the plays and ideal setups and make your money. All right. Reddit, Twitter, Twitter gurus, Reddit guys, those guys, they're just, it's a fallacy. Okay. I don't care how good the DD is. It's just, you're just not moving that market. Okay. MACD, Standard settings using 12 and 26. Yeah, Aaron, joining Discord will have templates for TradingView. You will get our alerts, and then you could go ahead and click on the 5 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 4 hour, right? It takes you to a TradingView chart that's basically mine, and then you save it, and it's yours now. Heikinashi smooths everything out. Heikinashi takes the noise out, okay? So that's what happens when you change to Heikinashi. All right, Super Steven, you're hearing rumors? Again, assumptions. When you assume you make an ass of you and me. My holding, 65,000 shares, $7 average. There was $500,000 into AMC, right? Now, I'll tell you what, Super Steven, you could go ahead and tell your sources, you know those rumors, tell your sources that when AMC hits a 7, I'm selling. I have no obligation to take a loss, all right? Period. So, Super Steven, go back to your sources and go play with the dick. All right, so when buying a call, should I wait for the candle to close? As I wait for the put, you always wait for a candle close, right? Together strong, still in an AMC play, all right? That's it. Long hold, buy. That's it. We're done. Danny, so is it better to not to use Heikinashi? You know, Heikinashi depends on your tolerance, right? If you're emotional and you have anxiety and you just need to smooth things out for yourself, then use Heikinashi. These strictly day trades or some stay in for a few days or weeks? Well, it depends on what alerts you're taking. We have alerts on a 4 hour and we have alerts on a daily. If your thesis is dependent on a 4 hour and a daily, then you're holding for several days, right? There's swings. But if your thesis is meant for the 5 minute, meaning you're seeing everything cross on a 5 minute, that is an intraday trade. That is your scalp. That is where you make your money. You get in, you get out, don't hold overnight. That's simple. All right. Yesterday on the live stream, we brought someone on. They were playing on a 5 minute. They were holding overnight. And again, it just doesn't line up, right? Your 5 minute snapshot, your 4 hour snapshot, and then your daily snapshot, they're all very, very different. So the thesis changes depending on the time frame you're playing on, right? I like to play on a 5 minute, and I know STV likes to play on a 4 hour and sometimes the daily. Okay. Together strong. Doesn't matter my conviction, right? I just said if AMC goes down to 7, I sell. I have no obligation to take a loss. All right. That's it. That's simple. Right. My conviction remains the same up until AMC comes back down to my dollar cost average, which is $7. That's it. Right. It goes down to 7. I close it at 7. I take the $500,000. I turn it into 4. That really fucking easy. It's that really fucking easy. All right. So let's go ahead and just focus on what we're here to focus on. All right. We're here to focus on making money. All right. Kim, 1348 OG here. We do not deal with rumors. We deal with charts and money, real money. Want to make money? Join. Want to be part of the crowd? Keep trolling the internet. Absolutely. All right. We're here to make money. You guys can go ahead and make all those memes. Come on, Michael. You want to come in? All right. Call me paper hands. I'm still richer than you. My fake money is worth more than your real money. How about that? All right. Anyways, can we get to the tickers and actually make real fucking money, guys? Come on. Too many AMC trolls in the chat. Yeah. They're coming at me hard because they actually see I'm making a change in people's lives while they're sitting there miserable in their mother's basement jerking off to midget porn. That's okay. So I'm okay with that. Let's see. NVIDIA. Let's go ahead and look at NVIDIA here. Hey, guys, the trolls can come on in because I will embarrass them. I don't have a problem. I got thick skin, but yeah, they're a bunch of Care Bears. All right, let's go ahead and look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is going ahead and is following the SPY, guys. NVIDIA likes to follow the SPY, so does Apple. Sometimes you have your outliers, but you got to look at how NVIDIA is being played here, right? So NVIDIA never really gave us a definitive call throughout the day. So we were limited to a rim job strategy. Now here we have, NVIDIA coming ahead, riding to 13 up until, pay attention to that RSI, up until the RSI broke beneath its moving average, and then it made that move down. and then it found some consolidation, and then you bounced off the 200 EMA. Guys, the importance of the 200 EMA, just understanding how important the 200 EMA is will change the way you trade, right? Um, Super Steven, why do I need to take profit at 72? Right? Why? I live a really good life. I'm not dependent on AMC to change my life. All right. What I'm trying to do is teach you how to change yours. Now, if you're going to be a stubborn fuck about it, then, please continue on. I'll let the chat have their way with you. All right. So we go ahead and we see right here. You got the 13 and the 48. They came and they converged, right? But then you got to bounce off, right? You got to bounce off here, right? So the R side does tell us that story, but also more importantly, right, when we have agreement with the indicators, you got to pay attention to the MECD as it's making this move downwards, right? And the histogram, it's getting weaker, it's getting lighter, right? But then you see a buy signal from the shaft trend. You see that buy signal, and it confirms the R size move to the upside. It also confirms the MACD. That's why we have multiple indicators along with the EMA crossover so that we can go ahead, check, double check our homework, right? So let's see. Let's go ahead and go into Lucid. No, I don't want to boot them. I want them to sit here. Maybe they can learn something. Maybe we could change a troll's life. All right. So just ignore them. Anyways, so we got Lucid here. Lucid on the 13 on the 5 minute, right? So Lucid just literally did more of the same thing. Hey, what were we just looking at? NVIDIA? Did NVIDIA not do nearly the same thing? Oh my Jesus, is this market manipulation and corruption? I mean, the cadence is exactly the same, right? It's just the nature of the beast of the market, right? So volume dries up. As volume is drying up, by courtesy of lunch, and the market guys, they go to lunch, or they go ahead and see their mistress or whatever they do. Okay. Um, yeah, things just dry up, right? And so here we go. You got that run up. Now you got consolidation on the 13. Now I'm going to tell you something, right? The longer the consolidation, the stronger the move. Question is, where will the move be? Well, we have some evidence here that the move could actually be to the upside. And why? Because we see that the MACD is getting weaker here, right? It's coming down, and you see a convergence between the MACD and the signal line. So the way the MACD and signal line work is when the MACD line crosses above the signal line, that's bullish. Crosses below, that's bearish. Okay. Then we have the shaft trend cycle, also known as the STC. And this is a simple, can't fuck it up, don't reinvent the wheel take on the MACD. So you have that sell signal here. And as long as price action remains flat or in a downward trend, you're going to see the indication, and you're going to see this down here, right? Down here at 0, okay? Up until there's a move to the upside. Now, we have all the indicators literally telling us the same thing, along with this price action here, right? RSI is running flat. So, if I'm a betting man, which I'm not, if we can get some green on this histogram and the MACD to cross, you will see that follow the RSI and its move to the upside. And then you will see that also followed with a green here, which is a buy signal. Let's go ahead and find a green. You see that there? That is a buy signal and a move on up, right? Now, interesting enough, this indicated the buy signal, and we got to go ahead and zoom out, right? Indicated the buy signal. The price action was on a subtle upward trend. Okay. So again, these indicators ultra sensitive, but you have to use them together collectively to gather the entire picture. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and To answer Melissa. Melissa, what do you guys think about metals, i.e. gold, silver, copper? Melissa, see, all right, how about this? All right, we're going to have some fun here before we go ahead and look at DKNG, okay? Let's have some fun. So, Melissa, let's assume you view me as a person of authority. And you said, hey, what do you think about metals? What do you think about gold, this, that, and the other, right? And I just say, full send, go. All is good, right? And I have nothing of substance, right? You're probably going to counter and say, okay, but what's your DD, right? And I'm going to go ahead and bring you historical data, right? Yeah, and we're going to bring all that, compile just a nice, tidy narrative for you as to why you should buy metals in a recession, right? But then the next day, the chart does something entirely different. Now, who was wrong? Was I wrong or was the chart wrong? Well, at the end of the day, I'm always going to be wrong because at that moment in time, the chart's right. The chart will always be right. Now, together strong, all right? We're not going to make this about you. I see you're vocalizing. We're not going to make it about you, okay? I did believe that AMC is going to 100K, and you know what? I am still bullish on AMC. But the thesis has changed because the dynamics have changed. The community has changed. And you know what? It is what it is. Again, I just hold till I hit my dollar cost average and that's it. Right? Can't fault me there. Anyways, back to the charts. Let's go ahead and check out DKNG. All right. Let's rock and roll. DKNG here. DraftKings did a lot of what we saw Lucid do, right? And you saw riding that 13 and the RSI was hot. That moving average was moving up. And the true RSI was literally bouncing off the average. Then we hit resistance, and then it makes a move to the downside. Now we have a put, but that put here, this one, you guys would know better to avoid it. Why? Because you got this put signal when the RSI was pointing upwards into its average, right? This would help you avoid a fake out if you utilize the RSI. Okay. So at that moment in time, in that split second decision, if you get an indication, right, go ahead and use your secondary indicator to confirm whether you should be in it or not. All right. Hack Wolf started at 500. He is now at $2,500. That is fucking dope. Let's see. Super Steven, love you, bro. All right, let's not be trolls. Let's all get along and let's all make money. Again, we come to the market to make money, right? I mean, do we come to the market to make money or do we come to the market to point fingers and say, well, he's a shield, whatever? If you're spending all your time like just trying to point somebody out and who's a shill and who got bought out, take that same energy and look at the chart. Take that same energy that you have making memes and all that shit and attacking people, and let's just put it into the chart and let's make fucking money. We're all on the same page at that point. Okay? That's simple. All right, let's go ahead and check out Affirm here. All right. Affirm. Affirm, again, doing a lot. Doing a lot of what the market's doing. Just another AMC Abe. Listen, man, if you want to go ahead and message me on Twitter, we can have that conversation on Twitter, but this is not about AMC. This is about 1348, and this is about people actually making money. So do you want to talk about AMC or do you want to talk about making money? Because right now, AMC is not making you any money. Is AMC making you money? No, it's not. All right, so let's change the fucking narrative and make real money. All right, so here we are. Affirm here. That's it. Running sideways, doing what the market's doing. All right. Running sideways just like the market's doing, right? So you had opportunity to make money, right? But the windows were quick, right? The windows were quick. All right. Let's see. Come on, let's get some more chickers in here. All right. I want you guys to be mindful of this, right? So the moving average on the firm is slowly and steadily moving down. And so you got the RSI, just sort of kind of like covering, alongside it. Okay. and the MACD is showing signs of weakness. Hopefully, we could get some greens on the histogram, and we could see a firm, make that move to the upside, right? Maybe we actually see power hour today. Maybe we see some power hour. Maybe we see some magic at 3 o'clock, right? But as it stands, the market is just moving sideways. Doing what? Eating your premium. Theta, 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 and theta. Eating your premium. That's it. All right. Now, let's see. AFI. Let's go ahead and check out AFI. I'm willing to check these things out. Now, guys, I do have a request. No pennies. Right? So we got AFI, we got GLW, all right, Cornering Incorporated. All right, thank God this is not a penny. Guys, if the stock in question is not over $10, don't even bother asking me. Right? Don't even bother asking me. Seriously. All right. If the stock is not over $10, don't ask me to look at it. All right. So, GLW here, we got this call signal. All right. Basically, just running flat. It is running flat. The market's running flat, guys. I really wish there was some more action. I really wish there was some more action here, right? Market's running flat. So we would have to go ahead and see what happens at 3 o'clock. Okay. Let's see. I know, Jorn. That's yeah. Sophie was once a stock of the people. Now, what is she? She's a cheaper stock, right? She is under $10, but we followed her. We followed her down. She's actually a recommendation, and we keep her here because some people say, hey, they want cheaper options. So we keep Sophie here, right? But again, she's just moving flat, guys. All right. Everything is moving flat. I wish I could show you guys, I wish I could show you a chart that looks like a fucking Rambo movie, but um, we don't got none of that. Okay. So here we have Apple. This put played and played down to support. It could have secured the bag, right? Instead of absorbing this here, just that emotional angst. And then he could have re-entered and played it on a rim job here, right? So you play this put down to support. That's the end of the play, right? You come up, you see here, okay, we're going to implement the rim job strategy. Here on the 5 minute, you wait for the RSI to cross back down. You get confirmation here, and you get confirmation here. And then guess what? Print City once again. It's so easy. Even a smooth brain ape could do it, right? Harold. Yes, it had cadence today. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a cadence, like just some smoothness, right? After the morning chop, it just down, up, down. You see, it's a cadence. We're looking for something rhythmic. And this morning chop, guys, that's all for algos. That's all for the banks and institutions to go ahead and make millions off of fractions, right? That's not for humans. The 1 minute, I'm sure it had a better cadence on the 1 minute. Let's go ahead and look at the 1 minute there. Yeah, definitely a better cadence on the 1 minute, guys. You see, like 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, down. You see the cadence. You can see it. It's weird. Let's go ahead and in and out 4 times today, all green. Dumb blonde's bad. I mean, like, look it. If you're gonna play it, you're gonna play it. Let's go ahead and look at the TQQ. Okay, the Pro shares, Ultra Pro, QQQ, right? Currently, you have a call signal, right? RSI is trending up, just broke over 50. MACD showing green, right? Now, what we're contending with here is the 200 EMA, right? So I advise people into Discord, when you see an EMA sandwich, meaning you see the EMAs, all of them are grouped together, right? That's usually not a really good play. You want to wait for the price to break through and close above the 200 EMA, that gives me more vote of confidence that there's a move to the upside and continuation, right? You want to see a solid candle close above. And what you can see most of the day, with exception to this run up here, okay, the price has literally hovered in this zone, all right? So if you took this call anyways and you're in on this candle, you would probably want to secure the bag before it retraces and comes back down to the 200 and or the 13, because again, it's showing tendency of doing that, of hovering around the 200. What you're gambling with right now is if whether it's going to repeat this move here or if it's going to pop and then drop, right? But if you're profitable right here, you could secure that bag, and it's wonderful. Secure that bag. So let's go ahead and look at the SPY, because we were covering the SPY, and I know a lot of you like to play the SPY. And the SPY, it's pretty much doing the same thing, right? So shop is another play. All right, let's go ahead and check out shop. Guys, as long as you listen, so I want you all, Diana F, right? She helps me a lot with the Discord. She has a phenomenal PDF, just breaking everything down. And then what happens is you take that read and then you come into the live streams with us, and then we show you how to apply it in real time, and you're gonna make money. And the thing is you got a whole Discord that's gonna yell at you and tell you, "Ooh, you YOLO'd," or "Ooh, you didn't set your stop loss." And I sort of kind of like just, I'm lurking in there. I'm watching, making sure you guys don't make fucking stupid decisions and make mistakes, right? So, anyways, um, Shopify, here she goes. Now, pay attention to this level here. This is a critical level here, right? So Shopify is, you got that call there. It is great. That is great, right? Now, this is a great example of how price action likes to respect the EMAs, because it broke through the 13 EMA, but then it bounced off the 48 and then came right back to the 13. Okay. Do you guys see that? The EMA's price loves to hang around one or the other. Okay. So now we have this candle making a full approach to this level here at 413.70, right? You're going to see if that happens. Otherwise, you're going to see it bounce off to 13. Okay. Now, one thing to be mindful of, right, is this RSI. If this RSI here breaks below this moving average, expect the move to the downside, right? As it stands right now, even though it's very thin, we do see some green on the histogram here, right? So, we're entering somewhat of a bullish trend or cycle, right? The shaft trend cycle was signaling green and or buy, right? So for this move, you want to pay attention to the RSI, because the MACD and the shaft trend are in agreement. So now it's up to RSI and the candle to see if it breaks this level here, all right, at 413.70. Okay. So if you were in on Shopify and you got in on this call and you had the balls of steel to deal with all this, congratulations. I'm sure you made a lot of money. Yeah, those spreads are wild, right? But you play the midpoint, right? You play the midpoint, or you play the retracement, right? So you wait for it to pop, retrace, it's going to rim job. You go ahead and play the midpoint, you enter, and then run with it to the upside. It's pretty fucking wild, right? Uh, shorting everything until Biden's out. Dope. Let's go ahead. Mr. Lineage says Barry. You want to check out Barry? All right, let's go ahead and check out Barry. Barry Global Group. All right. Look at this chart here. This is, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Okay. So you guys who know the rules and how we play this, right? You know the rules. So, okay, so we get a call signal, right? And RSI is above 50 when this happened. All right, let's focus on this. So RSI was above 50 when that call signaled. We got a candle that clearly broke above the 200 EMA. We got RSI that signals, hey, it's go time, right? You have resistance right there that prints, right, and reminds you, like, hey, 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 this was resistance from yesterday. Okay. So if you were in on this call and you came on the signal, right, you had everything in your favor up until you reached this point, right? You secure the bag, and then again, it just comes right back down to the 13 and then breaks it, comes right back down to the 13, right? So as it stands right now, RSI has broken below its moving average, and I would expect it to be in a downtrend. You could see the MACD crossed over. We're getting red on the histogram. We're getting red on the STC. So I would expect price to make that move down to where? Well, probably the 200 EMA. So we'll go ahead and come back to Barry at some point. But as it stands, just literally moving sideways. Okay. Um, Sigurd, would you upload this session? I'm a little late to the party. You know what? The session will be public, and you guys could go ahead and check it out and rewind and, just really match the concept of what we're saying to, your chart studies, right? Also, again, we have the link in the description to both our Discord and our premium, right? So our Discord, it's going to give you somewhat of the rules. It's also going to give you the free alerts, but the premium is where all the actions at, where you're going to learn and where you're going to find me at, right? So this is only for a limited time, guys, but the session here is only for premium. And when it's only for premium members already will tell you, I move fast. I move stupid fast. We're moving fast. We're like, done, 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 done. Secure the bag, make the money, done. Move, move, move. Here we go. I mean, it's just we're moving at light speed. Sometimes I can't keep up with myself. William Smith, hey Gabe, question for you. Do you play GME and AMC on options? No, I do not. You know, apparently puts were supposed to make AMC go to the moon. I don't know how that worked out. All right. STC, you could find that on Thinkorswim or TradingView. Okay. Let's see. Now, any other tickers? Let's see. Someone said MNDY on a moon mission. Let's go ahead and check that. Check that out. MNDY. Moon mission, Monday. This is fairly interesting. So you get this call signal here, and you can literally ride her up on the 13 without a problem. For those who like to play like unusual volumes or unusual gainers, where you go on your favorite screener and it's telling you, XX stock is running, is up 20%, put the 1348 on your chart. It will help you make a lot more money, especially if if your game is to chase. You could go ahead and just literally plot the 1348 on the 1 minute or the 5 minute and just follow that trend. Completely profitable because she rode the 13 here. Okay. So again, great proof of concept. I will also say be careful right here now because the RSI just crossed onto its moving average. So expect a dip here. All right. Secure the bag if you can. Bro science, he nailed it. I mean, it's gonna make a move down. But if you made all this money on the move up, you should secure the bag. Don't be greedy, right? Because pigs get slaughtered. I'm a bad person for using 1348 on AMC. Listen, man, whatever you do, that's your business. We just try not to talk about AMC. We don't just, no, we're trying to listen, we're trying to create, right, market awareness, especially for retail, to show them that there is a very simple strategy that literally anyone can do to make money. Okay. It's not that we don't care about AMC or care to talk about AMC or whatever, right? It's just that, market wide, there's so many retail investors out there that are not in those plays and are not emotionally attached to those plays that, if they had this skill, it would change the game for them. Because I tell you what, 99% of retail traders, they fail. I mean, they just fail. That's it. Um, What can we say about that? What can we do about that? They just fell. All right. Let's go to the SPY and check her out. A lot of times you guys fail because you're reading some bullshit DD and or you're trading with emotions and or you love the company too fucking much, right? So here we go, SPY. You got that call? Look at this. Action breaks above the 200 EMA. This is what we want to see, right? This is what we want to see. Now, we have resistance plotted here and we have resistance plotted here, right? So, first profit taking zone is probably going to be at 392.66. That's my first area of interest. Should we break that, then the second area of interest is going to be at 393.34, right? And this is how we're playing it. As long as the RSI stays above its moving average and stays above 50, as long as the MACD continues an upward trend and the shaft trend cycle signals green, as in buy, right? All we're concerned with is price action relative to the exponential moving averages. All right. Now, let's go ahead and check out that 1 minute per Borik's request. Now, the 1 minute actually shows us something really interesting. Really, really interesting. The 1 minute is showing us that there's actually a different point of resistance, which is right here, right? So it's coming up here. The thing is that you also have this room here. You got a little bit of room here where price can fall back down to the 13. Now, this is all too fast. This is all very, very fast, right? There's a lot of noise up and down, right? So that's why we go ahead and we use the 5 minute to smooth things out a little bit, right? And that's all we're seeing right here is, just things are smoothed out. So as long as these signals remain bullish, right? We're going ahead and we're looking at this zone for profit. Okay, that's our first zone right there. Okay, so keep an eye on that with the next couple of candles, and you should be good to go. But I will say this: if you got in on this call and you're profitable, right? Don't leave your shit to chance. Go ahead and secure the bag. All right. Nicholas says, "Okay, Gabe, you sold me. If I wanted to get on this course, what do I do? What platform do I need? Or do I get that call icon? Are you using EMA or MA? I'm using EMA. So, Nicholas, a couple of things you're going to need to do is sign up for TradingView Pro. Once you sign up for TradingView Pro, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to real-time data. That is New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, and Orca, right? Once you do that, then you go ahead and you sign up to the premium, and then you get access to the premium alerts. The premium alerts are going to have, let me show you guys. The premium alerts are going to have links to the 3 minute, the 5 minute, and the 4 hour, right? So for instance, if you get an alert on the 5 minute, let's go ahead and open this. I'm going to show you guys just the thought process, okay? So you get an alert on the 5 minute, you get this chart, you see, just like mine. You go ahead, you click here, make a copy, name it to whatever you want, and then load the chart. But the reason why we have the 5 minute and the 4 hour is because we want to make sure that if we're going to trade the 5 minute because we have a call signal, that the 4 hour is at least trending sideways or moving on up, right? So we like to use the 4 hour and the daily to confirm the move on the 5 minute, and that's what we do, and that's how we play. Okay. If you want to go ahead and sign up for the Discord, we will school you right from there. Okay. Go ahead. You sell, reposition. Right. Always make your money. Always sell, make that money. Okay. And so, I don't I love to be right. Look what we have right there. Where did that candle go? Ladies and gentlemen, where did that candle go? Can I get some answers as to where did that candle go before it decided to turn red? Can someone tell me where the SPY went before it decided to turn red? I'm not going to set you guys up for failure. Where did the SPY go before it decided to turn red on that candle, that doji candle? Resistance. Exactly. Exactly. So that's where you go ahead and you secure the bag. All right. Resistance. That's it. I have, Michael, I have extended hours turned on and I have real time data. Make sure you subscribe to real time data. It's an additional $6 a month with TradingView, but hella worth it. Now, William says, Gabe, last question for you. And sorry for being annoying, but do you have a video covering how to enter options calls and puts? Yeah, it's all in our Discord. It's all in the Discord. All right. So this session will be public and available to you guys. All right. It will be available to you guys. So you guys see the SPY literally found this level, right? Now, instead of leaving it to chance, you go ahead and secure the bag, right? But then if it breaks and we got a candle above it, then we could go ahead and utilize a rim job strategy. And the rim job strategy is simply this. You wait for the candle to come back down to the 200 or the 13 EMA, as you see right here, right? You reposition, you go hard as hell, right? And when I say you go hard as hell, you wait for the RSI to break up, right? Kind of like what it did here, right? That's a rim job strategy. Wait for it to break up, and then what you do is you gun for this level, okay? After it rejects, you go ahead and you gun for this level. All right, so okay, so trading live, right? For me, trading live is kind of difficult because trading live and narrating the trade almost impossible for me. That's why I break down the streams to two segments. I cover you guys for an hour in the morning. I cover you guys for an hour in the afternoon up until at about 3 o'clock. It's 46 minutes in, right? So a little past 3 because I started late. But in those times, I go ahead and I look for trades and try to make my 5, 6, 7, 10% on the day, and then I'm done, right? I move super fast. So let's go ahead and go back to the chart here. So now, if she broke this level, you secured the bag, right? So hopefully she closes at this level, retraces, gets rejected here, and then bounces back up and tries to chase this level here, right? So with this strategy, right? You know, I don't want you guys to think about the money you left on the table. I want you to think about the money that you actually secured, right? Because when the money's out in the market and you're looking at the money grow on the market, right? Sometimes you just get you get like a deer in headlights, right? You just fall in love with the numbers going up without realizing it's still in the market. It's the market's money. It doesn't become your money until you actually close out and secure it, right? So, you know, I that's another thing, and you know, just a mentality that we want people to change is don't chase the dollar amounts, especially when the dollar amounts are out in the market, because it's not your money, it's the market's money, right? You don't control your money at that point. Once you go ahead and you buy something, it's the market's control, right? So that's why we say, you know, don't worry about what you leave on the table, worry about what you're bringing home, all right? Segi says he sells 75% of his options and leaves some to run. Now, that's something that STB likes to do in ways of making some of the contracts free. Okay. So STV actually brings a different strategy to the table that, you know, for those who are pretty proficient with options, you could go ahead and ask STV those questions. Do we get a watch list on a Discord? Yeah, you're getting a shit ton of real time alerts. Just you know, in real time. They're real time, guys. You're getting a shit ton of real time alerts. All right. Kevin says, I would definitely attend in person classes since I'm old school and I'll learn a lot better when I get punched in the face when I fuck something up. Well, I'm not going to punch you in the face, man. I'll hire Amber Heard for you. All right. She'll go ahead and take care of that just fine. All right, so here we go. We got Apple. Now, Apple is pending cross. This is a pending cross here, right? So you guys see how like you got this cadence here, and then now it's picking up, and we're waiting for that call to happen right here, right? The only problem is that the RSI is in disagreement of what is happening right now. So we would have to go ahead and be patient and wait for this cross to happen. Now, should this cross happen, we're looking for a level somewhere here or closer to the 200 EMA, right? So this is a matter of like being patient and waiting it out. And, again, just being patient where we're not forcing the trade. Like when a lot of you first signed up in the Discord way, way, way back, right? Um, it was funny though, because I literally had to, keep them from like front running and just like losing their ass and playing options that they had no business. They were YOLOing. They were buying way out of the money options, and that was not a good thing. So Apple, here we go. Remember, I said that RSI was in disagreement with what was happening here, and sure enough, the candle actually took a dip down to the 48. So let's see if that RSI turns right back around so we could gain some confidence on this cross. And this is another reason why we do not front run, nor do we assume that something's going to happen, because it can look like it's going to happen, but then it doesn't, right? And then, you see the EMAs get super, super, super close, and then it just falls apart, right? So let's go ahead and look at the SPY, get a general sentiment as to what's happening market wide. And yeah, I hope you secured the bag here, guys, because it's not looking good. But we got some opportunity presenting itself, right? Should indicators pan out, we might be able to rim job up to this level, but we're waiting for the indicators to tell us that, right? Right now is not an ideal time to play a rim job, even though we have the candle come down to the 13, come down to the 200. Now we need the RSI to tell us, like, yeah, we can do it. All right. So let's see if we can wait for that setup, and that setup happens. All right. My RSI setup is basically the RSI from TradingView. All right. Um, Ramesh says, why can't you stream longer online? Well, I guess TMI and STV are a little worried that I'll get burnt out by streaming all day online. So they're like, Gabe, we don't want you getting burnt out. We don't want you streaming all day. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I'm usually in the Discord, supporting the Discord, and I'm actually working on a massive 1348 library. But you guys actually brought something up. Like if you guys want to do one-on-one trainings, like an event, like a hotel meeting event. I mean, if you guys, if you had to pay for something like that, because obviously I would have to rent the space. If you had to pay for something like that, like fly down into Florida, and I don't know, maybe we we all meet up at a secret resort, right? If you know what a secret resort is, you know what I'm talking about. No, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyways, so we would go ahead and rent out the hotel space, and we just go balls to the wall on strategy with myself, STV, and TMI. $100 for that day. Just come on in. We go a full on 8 hours, no distractions, no trolls, no haters, no nothing. Just unlimited knowledge and making that money. Let's see. Bob Botsot says, "Damn, that would be fun." It might. All right, Sun Tzu. Hey, look it. Study up and then sign up for the premium then. Harold says, "I'm all over that." All right. Abel says, Z says I'm in. Abel says I'm in. All right. Let's do it. Heading to still snowing in Idaho. Damn, it's still snowing in Idaho. There's a joke. There's a joke that I like to, like I'm at a bar or something like that. And I'm like, I asked the bartender, like, hey, which state makes most potatoes? And they're like, Idaho. And I'm like, and I'm the pimp. Just stupid old Idaho joke. Anyways, um, he's let's take over Daytona. All right, you guys got grand plans. It was just an idea, but you guys are just like running with it. So I'm already in Florida. I'm sold if a free Yeti and thumb drive. Oh man, hilarious. Womp womp womp. All right, let's go ahead and go back to the spy, see what she's doing here, right? So spy is definitely curling up, but you see what's happening here, right? So trying to break that resistance, but you had your rejection from these levels, right? And then just a possible retest, right? So definitely trying to test us here. Okay. All right. The biggest lie ever told was that you can be a pro trader on your phone. And that lie was propagated by who? Dum, 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 dum. Robinhood, right? Robinhood literally, listen, Robinhood has the easiest, sexiest fucking interface of all of them. Do you wonder why Robinhood doesn't have charts? Robinhood doesn't have charts because they want you to dump your money in there, and they don't give a shit if you win or lose. If you lose money, chances are you're going to dump more money to try to get it back, right? So Robinhood is just offers no charts. In fact, a little secret, Robinhood does offer charts if you do Robinhood online, if you use the web browser, but you don't have hardly of any indicators to assist you or help you, right? So Robinhood is a joke in that respect. But what it had done is it created an entire generation where they were like, yeah, I can trade on my phone. No. No, you can't. So here we go. Spy breaks resistance. There you go. Spy breaks resistance. And so what are we looking at here? Spy went ahead, broke this level, told this level to go fuck itself. Now we got to find another level that it might be interested in. All right. And the thing is, it's kind of hard to find that level after this steep drop here. Okay. So I would say go ahead, and if you are in on this call, if you didn't exit here, you made a little more money here, please do so. All right. But let's go ahead and see if we can find another point of resistance, right? A point that might be of interest that the spy is very familiar with. So we can go back up to 5 trading days, and we see this level here. And that level brings us right here. That brings us to May 12th. And this was pre-market. So the spy is no stranger to this level, and it looks like the spy wants to recapture it. Okay, so let's just pay attention to 394.13. That could be a level of rejection, right? So let's go ahead and pay attention to this candle here, right? Currently at 393.57. Let's see if it builds enough steam. 394.26. Yeah, that's the number. Let's see if we can make that happen, right? And the reason why I'm bullish on that thesis here is because the 13 and the 48 is fixing to cross above the 200 EMA, and the RSI is well above the 50. The MACD aggressively in an uptrend, and the shaft trend cycle is in agreement with all of these indicators. So let's go ahead and see if that is possible. 393, 394, 394.95 is what you see. It's somewhere in these levels here, right? We went back 4 trading days on a 5-minute. I see, wait, right there, that's here. 394.13, that's here. That's what I'm seeing here. 394.13, that's that level right here. Okay, so let's see if we can get to that. You know, it's not a perfect science. You might see a little bit of rejection there, but just the way the EMAs are moving, I'm thinking is very doable, okay? Diamond Dog has not. Diamond Dog is kind of shy, you know, just a big barbaric son of a bitch, but he's camera shy, right? So, no, he hasn't. All right, let's go ahead and check out Roblox. All right, Roblox Corporation. See how she's doing, and she's fixing to cross down. Right now, should you get that put signal, you're looking at this level here. That's a level that you're very, very interested in. Should you get the put signal, all right? But let's not front run that put signal, right? Let's really see this play mature. That's simple. Now, we go back to the RSI and the SPY. The argument is it's overbought. Yes, could definitely be overbought, but it could definitely hover, and it could, remain elevated up until, it's not. Now, a couple of things that have happened that changes the dynamic of this play is the RSI is pivoting slightly down and or flat. And then you could see the green is getting a little lighter, right? So light green, means that the trend's weakening. Okay. These are usually my go-to indicators to see if the trend is remaining strong and or weakening. And you can see that it's flickering from a deep green to a light green. So it's all really a matter of like what the RSI is going to do at this point. Whether we get that 394.13 or not, be satisfied that you broke this level here, right? And you secured the bag and you made the money, right? Now, another big fallacy, power hour. Really? Power hour is not power hour anymore. I think we all know that. We all know power hour is no longer power hour. All right. Kevo, let's see. Says Kevo says I'm jumping back into the premium. You really put some work in since I joined on the first day. Love to support now. Thanks to you and your crew, Kevo. Thank you. Right. We want you guys to win. That's the thing. We want you guys to win. Right. We honestly listen. Right. I'll be frank with you. TMI and STB, very talented traders. I myself, we all know, you know, I do very well for myself. The fact that these guys really want you guys to win in it's remarkable, right? Because especially coming from STV, because he's 23 and he comes from that generation where that generation is like, oh, it's all about me, it's all about me, look at me, it's all about me, flex flex flex. But he really wants you guys to win. That's really really dope. And we all know that TMI, he's the people's champ, and he really wants you guys to win. So that's why I tapped those guys on the shoulder and I said, hey, look, you guys would be perfect for it with me in making this community fucking awesome, right? So if you came in early and you came back and you're saying, wow, what's really going on? Well, I tell you what, dedication to your success is really what's going on, because we all could just go ahead and trade and just sail off into the sunset. But we're out here trying to like make a point, create a legacy, and really help you guys change your lives, right? So no selfish intent from any one of us. All right. Let's see. How long did it take you to make trading consistent and a decent income? I've been doing it for 12 years, man. So to answer that question, I I had to learn myself, right? And that's why we're trying to shorten that learning curve for you guys, because I had to learn some painful lessons along the way. But I want to say, over the past 8 or 9 years, I've just been killing it, right? Nicholas, it's not 12 years. I mean, I've been in the game 12 years. I want to say like the first 3 years were just really like tuition money. That learning curve meant that I blew up an account in excess of 50,000, if I remember. Was it 37 or 50? If I'm saying 37 or 50, that means I have PTSD from the fact that I might have blown up two accounts. That might have been like $80,000 back then in total. So let's go ahead and check out Rivian Automotive. Just literally following the 13 right here. Okay. Um, guys, the market right now, if you're trying to make a play out of something, I don't think we can force it, right? Copacetic Apple reversed on you. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and make an example out of you, because he sure as hell fucked up somewhere. Um, no, I'm kidding. Um, so let's see. Here you got this call. You entered in on this call, right? But you didn't wait for the candle to close. Did you wait for the candle to close, or you just entered in on the candle? Did you wait for the candle to close, or did you just enter? It's obvious you didn't wait for the candle to close, right? And you just entered. And the thing is that, like, again, just trying to go hard in on this move, okay? The candle hasn't closed and the EMA has not even shown any type of separation. Plus, you had the RSI just really running really thin here. That should have been your clue. Like, no, I'm not taking this, right? RSI and its moving average are way too tight. You didn't wait for the candle to close. The EMAs are way too tight, right? All other indicators, even though trending upwards, right, could mean that you do have continuation and Apple does make that move to the upside. But what you're doing right now is you're compromising your intellect with emotions now because emotions got the best of you, where you're like, ah, shit, Apple got me. Where intellect needs to preserve and be first and foremost, right? Intellect says, no, that's not good. Intellect says, oh no, that's not good. Intellect says, oh, this could be the end of a trend. So you always go ahead and wait for the candle close. You just don't jump in once you see that call there. All right. Now I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm just trying to keep it where you use some intellect and you're able to see like that's why that happened. Okay. And I hope that this is a learning experience for people who are watching. Like, oh, that's why that happened. Right. The candle didn't close, and RSI was already in disagreement. Uh, let's see. Who 5K squeeze? It's hot in Miami now. Oh boy. Jerkin West says same with me on Apple. While listening to RD was up 50% and got out at 20. All right. Why would you get out at 20? If you're up 50, you didn't secure the bag at 50? So Apple on a 3 minute, if you're playing Apple on a 3 minute, yeah, that's why we go ahead and we set the alerts on the 3 minute to prepare you for the 5, because the 3 minute isn't really giving you that much opportunity here, guys. That's why we say, even our alerts, right? We go ahead and we do the alerts and we say like we're preparing you on a 3 minute so you can play the 5 because the 5 gives you smoother price action. Okay. Um, let's see. Keem's Trading said I almost made the same mistake. All right. The AR guy says that's a good gain. We shoot for 10%. You're absolutely right. 20%. Don't get accustomed to 20% because 20% that's unusual. I'll be honest with you guys. You got guys who are posting like all these fucking gains, right? They're like, oh yeah, I got a 400% gain. Yeah, but they're not going to post that 300, 400% loss. That's a fact, right? So if you're constantly, if you're going for those home runs like that, you're going to have a lot more strikeouts than you are going to have home runs. That's why we go ahead and we do base hits, baby. All right. Let's go ahead and check out Walmart. Walmart's got a call. You see that call there, right? EMA is way too tight. RSI as it stands disagrees with that. Completely disagrees with that. So that call is no bueno. That call is way too thin. That crossover, way too thin. So the RSI is protecting you. Also, you see that MECD there, right? Histogram thinning out, volume drying up. That means, hey, protect yourself, right? But the thing is that was the thesis for the whole entire day was protect yourself because you knew that the market was moving sideways. And the fact that the market was moving sideways, right, should mean that you don't have to expose your account or your money to unnecessary risks. I'd rather lose no money at all than risk money on a shitty setup. All right, what are we looking at here? Uh, yes, I used the 5 minute for my trades. Like basically, I feel like the moves are stronger on a 5 minute, and then I used the 1 minute for the rim job setup or the EMA bounces, right? So if you're looking for that bounce off the 13, whatever direction it's headed, I'll play that on a 1 minute because I'm usually in for 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 candles tops on the 1 minute, and then I'm out. Titan Bros, yeah, I'm still an ape. I'm still an ape, and probably still the richest one in this movement. Even though, like at 72, that was $5 million for me. And I swallowed that. Legit swallowed that. All for the privilege of calling myself an ape. That makes a whole lot of fucking sense. That's where emotion trumps logic. And that's shame on me. All right. So, anyways, go ahead, make money, take money. That's it. Uh, Titan Bro says the new be Pape for me. Hey, I'm already daddy of the Discord, and then Diana's mom of the Discord, and so we got a bunch of incest cousins in the fucking Discord. That's what we have. We're one big family, bunch of incest cousins with like loose necks, like all fucked up, bunch of degens, right? But there's nothing but love in that community, and everybody's helping one another make that money, right? So we'll get into a V. Actually, I have a video on VWAP, and that's in the Discord. All right. Um, so you guys see how quickly this call turned into a put? Okay. Right. See how it turned into a put? Now, would I take this put? Well, I would wait for the play to mature, but we got some really, really convincing signals here, right? But what we're waiting for is the EMAs to spread, right? That's why in this Discord, we call it thigh gap, right? We want the legs to spread. We want to be able to see that spread. If the EMAs are way too tight, then we're probably, come on. It's like, if she ain't opening her legs, you ain't getting them, bro. I mean, it's that simple, right? So you have to go ahead and wait for, some thigh gap, and then when you see that, you're like, okay. RSI is saying, like, yeah, there's some more to go. Indicators are telling you she's going to open it some more, right? There you go. At night, noted. Tight gaps, no access. All right. Um, let's see, what is the SPY doing? I know Roblox not really presenting opportunities. Guys, the market may not be presenting opportunities. Look at the SPY. Uh, guys, the SPY is doing a real life birth for you, right? This is some National Geographic shit. It's called Timber. Oh, man. Hilarious. Um, Yeah, Roblox still no spread. The SPY's making that move to the downside, and again, you guys knew where the SPY was essentially going to reject from. Weren't we looking at these lines? Were we not looking at those lines, guys? Those lines are there for you. Just think about how you can start trading right now and not trade blind because the lines are there and you already know the range and the trend and where you're at, right? Just think about that. How much better of a trader would you be when you have some relativity pertaining to, you have some relativeness pertaining to where the price is at, and you're just like, oh, yeah, I could take that play. Just gonna move up here, right? But you're not sitting there holding on for dear life, like it's gonna keep running. No, it's you're able to identify resistance, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna head out, secure that bag. Um, let's see. So, bro, science. We don't really care about like formations. We don't care about cup and handles. We don't care about GWs. We don't care about any of that stuff because we just don't. Let's see. Let's go ahead and check out Sophie. She's just still moving sideways. That's it. Just moving sideways. And again, the SPY heading down. Okay. So, for those who are watching this price action here, you're undoubtedly waiting for a put signal. And again, for a put signal, the rules are price below the 200 EMA, RSI below. RSI is 50 or below. MACD printing red on the histograms and in a downward trend, and STC here signaling a sell off, right? All those things align. It is a profitable trade for at minimum 5%, right? We got people winning 93%, some winning 100%, you know. Some of you are actually winning more than I am, to be honest with you. My average win rate is about like 76, 78%. But, I'm hearing some of you guys in the Discord like doing like what, 80, 82, 85, 90, 100%. It's just mind blowing, right? So kudos to you guys. Power trip, if it turned on you, it did to you what Apple did to you. And we already went through that example with Apple. So we're going to show you that example here with cost. Okay. So here you go. You had this here, right? You had this call, but you entered that call. You really didn't have much movement here. Also, it was too close to the 200 EMA. Also, right? That RSI, when that call happened, it was already signaling in a downtrend, right? So once it signals in a downtrend, you're kind of leery, right? Then once it breaks even and breaks below that moving average, if you would have lost money, you probably would have lost 1% tops, right? But you also have resistance right there with cost, okay? And also, again, it's always good to zoom out and look at what the stock is doing. And it's been moving sideways. Has there been anything in the market that's actually gained traction today? Like we said, today is what? Theta burn Thursday. So that tomorrow your contracts expire worthless. That's simple, right? So here we are, it's 3:30. We're going to conclude the live stream. If you're not in a play by now, I suggest you don't enter, right? Don't enter. Anything after 3:30, it's not worth getting stuck and then having to hold overnight, all right? Do not hold anything overnight unless you are purposely playing the 4 hour and the daily. If you're playing the 5 minute, overnight is a no-go, right? No go, no go. Okay. That's what happened to Diana last week. She tried to take that last minute trade on a Friday, last 30 minutes of the day, and ended up getting caught and had to hold over the weekend. And, it dinged her portfolio a little bit. So, trade, no more trades after 3:30. So you're not forced to hold overnight. All right. Stay focused, follow the rules. Join the Discord, guys. Link down in the description for the Discord and the premium. If you don't see the value at $69, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But I know guys who spend more than that on weed a day. Imagine that. It's all about fucking priorities. Anyways, you know how we do here. All right. This is Gabe. I'm signing out. Love you all. Peace. And I'm just going to hold this position till the stream cancels. Peace. Die gap. Die gap.